Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I am here with some awesome products from Simon Hurley Creates. Yes! Remember when I did the video for Simon's collaboration with Spellbinders, the Joyful Christmas? So after he saw my Joyful Christmas card share and everything, he reached out to me and now he has a new release with all these goodies and a few more. And so I was already tickled pink that he even contacted me and said, I love your video. And I was like, oh my gosh, he watched my video. Complete fanning out, I know. In the crafting world, trust me, you meet one of these crafters, you're like, oh my gosh, oh my. And so I had the same moment. And he's a young man and he's just doing his thing, creating awesome products. And I was playing. It was just so much fun. Made a few mistakes along the way because, you know, me and this type of thing, we aren't the best of friends. But this particular product, the Lunar Paste, is the easiest one I've worked with. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's take a look at these products up close for his Part 2 Christmas release. And also all the cards that I made, which, interestingly enough, it's me, but it's me all different kinds of way. Which is fun too. Like I have a few super modern cards too. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And it took me there. I love that. Let's get started. Okay, crafters. So first up, there are some fabulous 6x6 rubber stamps. Definitely, I will be linking his introductory video for this release on his YouTube channel so you can watch him do his thing, do his magic. These are 6x6 high quality rubber stamps. I mean, look at that detail. Oh, when I saw this one, you know, I was like, oh, that's so good. So what we have here, bold, notice I'm giggling. I'm still giggling about this whole thing. It's just such a good, I'm like, oh, he saw my video. Yeah, okay, I'm moving on. I'm moving on from the giggling. Bold holiday blooms, 13 pieces, and we'll talk about why this is 13 pieces. Wood grain, this is one big 6x6. Fabulous, fabulous, and fabulous. Christmas Village, 9 pieces. There's Christmas Village. I'm going to leave this one here because this one is more, you know, right here you really can't see. I mean, but look at all that texture though. This one, oh, if you do mixed media or you want to get into mixed media, this one here. So Simon is really good about this pull apart stamp. And what that means is you can put it on your MISTI. I mean, if you can do this manually by putting it on a stamp block, go ahead. But I would use a stamping tool just so, you know, repeated stamping and keeping it straight. But the beauty of it, why it is 13 pieces, these pop out. I was playing with this one because I haven't played with something like this before. But oh boy, I think I'm a convert now. I really like this pull apart thing. So this is a pull apart. So is this one. Christmas Village is a 9-piece pull apart, meaning some of the houses, and here, see, I didn't even pull out the tree yet, but some of the houses, they pop out. And you can tell what pops out here in the front. You see it? So it's not like you can't find it. So what does that mean? Options. Loads and loads of options. And because these are rubber stamps, oh, you're getting all the detail, especially on this one. This one here, there'll be a little mini tutorial in this video with what I did with this one. She is so good. Wood grain. Let's go into the examples with these wonderful rubber stamps. So first up, I love this card so much, you just don't know. Bottom half. That now is me stamping this. Some glitter red heat emboss. This is ink from my stash. This now, I was able to pull in some of what Simon did before. This one is the Winter Woodland. And look how they work so well. The Simon Hurley Creates release, working with the Spellbinders, and they all go well with that beautiful bird. Seasons Tweetings right here. This one does come with a coordinating die. And I will put links to everything I'm talking about below. So this stamped so well, so easy. And what I did, I pulled out these bits, stamped down in green ink. Then I put in these bits with the embossing, and it was just, I was just having fun. Experimenting and having fun, because I've never used this kind of stamp before. But like I said, like, these are really good. I didn't know what I was missing until I played with this thing. I was like, oh, now I see why people do pull apart stamps. Yeah. fun. And you can make your layers and do your thing with something like this. Oh, just, yeah. I think I used to think of this as a more mixed media thing, but this is card making and can go into that too. So if you do both, yeah, this one is a good one. Color this up with my Copic markers, sprinkled a little bit of rock candy glitter. You guys know I love my rock candy glitter. And that Seasons Tweeting I heat embossed. There was a video I did a while back about a simple card sketch. Yeah, there's my card sketch again. Elevated. Love it. Alrighty. And these are just gems from my stash. Oh, yeah, I love this so much. I love the colors and the way it's such a clean card, right? Yeah, and you guys know I told you I was working on my clean cards. This one, very happy with. Number 2, let's talk about the village. Christmas village. Here are my Christmas village examples with a little bit of wood grain there too. Now this one is super subtle right there. That's the little tutorial I'm going to show you how to do that because crazy easy, okay? It's not heat embossed either. This was the first card I made. I took the whole 6x6, put this in my Misty, inked it up with clear embossing ink, and then put some gold embossing powder. And look at the detail. That's what you get from rubber stamps though, to be honest with you. Tons and tons and tons of detail. Here, I took out my brush gold cardstock. So still in love with it. And it worked back with this. These are the florals from Simon's Floral Stag dies. I tell you, this die set is like, hello. Now, you see some branches in here? That's the stag's antlers as a branch for the poinsettias. And then I put some gold pearls in the center. And all these leaves are from in here. I tell you, this die set is just such a knockout winner. And notice, I'm using it without the wonderful stag. Here he is. I could have put him in here and done a thing, but I wanted it to be more of the houses. It's the neighborhood, joy to the world. Joy to the world now. You're going to see it 2 ways here. You're seeing it stamped and heat embossed, hot foil. These are also Simon's goodies. That's from Halftone Holiday. I did Joy to the World. Also comes with the option of getting the coordinating die. And then the hot foil plate I used to cut out the sentiment, or you can also use it up here with the hot foil. That's Joyful Christmas Sentiments hot foil plate. Love. And I love how all of this is working so well together. And I love that even though I did this whole collage here, you guys can still see that house and all the trees and all the detail, right? Yeah. And then I just put this border just to add a little break and create that focal point. And this did not take long. No, did not take long at all. Love, love, love. Look at that gold. Look at the excitement with that gold embossing powder. So good. Here now, I popped out a few of the houses, stamped them, then heat embossed, but this time, instead of it being on white cardstock, I went on cream cardstock. And then I just took scissors and fussy cut them and layered them up on this card. So this one is like a mini slimline. The green in the back, that's from that Halftone Holiday. Oh, I know people are loving this Halftone Holiday because it just takes out a lot of the work. But here, I just wanted just some of the greens. That Joy to the World, that's a hot foil. Put some gems from my stash. This is also just a sliver of an embossing folder from my stash. And back here, I'm going to bring it up close to you. That is the wood grain stamp. You see that texture right there happening? That is just clear embossing ink. So good. And we're going to talk about that right now. So here we are with wood grain, right? And I'm going to speed through this tutorial because it's really easy. But I know if I tell you what I did, it's different than when I show you and then you're like, oh, this is on a light craft tan cardstock. So the detail with the wood grain is super subtle. But are you seeing all the dots? I love this wood grain so much. It's like wood grain / marble with a little bit of the Matrix on it. And what do I mean by the Matrix? If you ever watched the movie The Matrix and they had that running screen and they put an image in there and then you see the little dots. It's like a dot matrix with the wood grain. Oh, Simon. Love, 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 love. I don't know if that's what you intended, but that's what I'm seeing. It's like showing a piece of wood on the computer screen in the movie The Matrix. Let me show you two other examples of what I did. This is it. Stamped out in brown pigment ink with clear embossing powder. Look at that. You see all the dots? This? Oh, mixed media dream. But crafter, also a dream. Now, listen to this. It has such fabulous texture. Like if you're giving this to somebody who will just like touch it and go, oh, what's that? This one, love, 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 love. Especially when you heat emboss it. And look, because it is a rubber stamp, look how the heat emboss took so well. I did use detail embossing powder though. Look at all of that goodness. Super duper duper love. Next, this now is the technique I'm going to show you. This is the same as that. So on a darker cardstock, it'll show up. And what you're looking for is take your dark cardstock and then clear embossing ink. I have Wow, I have Nouveau, any clear embossing ink you have, just as long as it's juicy. So now let's go into my quick tutorial. All right, crafters, so here's my Misty. Going to open up my little lid. Because it's a rubber stamp, it has a certain thickness, right? So with the Misty, especially for a new crafter, it's not like this. Take out that mat. If you don't have this Hero Arts mat, it's the black mat that comes in the Misty. Remove that, okay? Then you're gonna pop in your rubber stamp. Go like this, pick it up, put a nice big sheet of cardstock in here. Now I'm going to speed through this part because this is the easiest part of this thing. All it is clear embossing ink. Flip it over. If you do have one of these stamping press tools, this is a great time to take it out. If not, then you would just be pressing like crazy or using your sleeve to rub it, etc. Because everybody does all sorts of things. Okay, see the detail? So this one is a darker cardstock actually than this one. I just noticed that. I thought I had used this one, but it's a darker. So the darker will show up more. But here you can still see the detail. Go again. So if I was to use black cardstock or a super dark brown, see how you see more of it? But you can still see it here. Look at all the dot matrix. I love this thing. I'm calling it the dot matrix. You just don't know. I was like, what does this remind me of? Yeah, Neo. You can tell I'm such a sci-fi person, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. That's it. No powder. There we are. I'm going to stop here. But you could go again, go again. Notice how I need to get this whole side in. Jeez. Okay, crafters. So there we are. Look at that. Now, what do you do with this? Nothing. Put it down to dry. No powder, no nothing. This is just straight ink, but look how nice that is. That is also on here with a lighter color, but this one is more faint. Should have probably used this here with the, but I thought with the houses, yeah, it could have worked with the contrast, but guess what? I have another panel ready to go. And now I also have another one. See? Now, because this ink is wet, you don't want to work on it right now. And you definitely don't want to be blending anything on this yet. Put it down to dry. Let it do its thing. Don't smear, don't go into it. Put it down for a few hours. Just make a bunch of them, put them down. But that's the easiest background, right? Just some clear embossing ink. Look at that detail on this wood grain background stamp. Fabulous. Over the top goodness. So next, there's also some wonderful stencils, 2 6x6 stencils. This one is a single stencil, and it says 4 pieces because it's one piece and then these bits to pop out if you like to do all that layering. But the good thing, this is a really nice stencil because, you know, we're not supposed to let our paste dry on it. Of course, my paste dried on it, but I got it clean and nothing flipped up and all that weirdness that can happen sometimes with stencils that are too delicate. You know what I'm talking about. And then this one, Dazzling Diamonds, 3-piece 6x6 stencil. You get a top layer, and he has it DD, Dazzling Diamonds, number 1, This is number 3, and this is number 2. So you can do them all together, or you can do them separately. Love. So fun though. Great for masculine cards too, but I turned them feminine anyway. And this one too. This one is a very neutral set. This is what I worked with. And then here I use the paste here with that. And you can also use this bit to shade. So let's talk about the trees first, because the trees is the one that I went to town with. These are my modern, fun, pink cards. Oh, you just don't know how much fun I was having with this. Simon, if you're watching this video, I don't know if you tried this, but for them I use Bristol Smooth cardstock. Put the stencil at the top, and I use his inks. Now, I do have some of his inks. I do have these Simon inks, okay? Which is Sidewalk, Rosy Cheeks, Prom Queen, Remember Me. Isn't there a song like that, Remember Me? Yeah, from Coco or something. Overzealous, and Cookie Dough. In this example, I believe I used 1, 2, these 3. Sidewalk Chalk, Prom Queen, and Remember Me. That's here. This example, I use all the pinks in this order, from light to dark. So Sidewalk Chalk, Rosy Cheeks, and Prom Queen coming down. Just playing with the inks and getting familiar with them. And this is interesting. This is also Simon's ink, dragged in the background. I love this background so much. So let me show you what I did. Had the white cardstock. I just put the first one on the top like so. Then I went in, I used Ranger's Dome Foam with the Tim Holtz ink blending tool, and applied the ink and just ink these on. Then I would go down, stop there, go halfway up into this one, not halfway up, like a quarter way up, like that. Then come down again. That's all I did. You could just keep on going too. If I was making a slimline card, I would have just kept on going down. But I started from the top, and then I just blended in. Look at the pretty colors with the dome foam. Okay? Super fun. And then I came in, flipped it over, and came in like this. Oh, that's where his Lunar Paste came in. And these are 2 new Lunar Pastes. This card I used Silver Lining. Love this Gold Rush. Silver Lining. This adds to his collection. He has a whole collection of that Lunar Paste. And I also have Simon's Paste Tool Set, which is 2 scrapers and a little palette knife. Oh, you just don't know. At first I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be mixed media. But then I think the reason why I have like a aversion to it, I should say, while doing this, I realized I'm heavy-handed. It's just going to be a feeling thing for me doing this. But this is a very forgiving product in terms of learning how to do paste and such, and still not have to throw everything out. Yes, that's a thumbs up for. I love that, Simon. Because some of them I've done in the past and I'm like, okay. And then it just sits there because I just don't bother to use it. But this one here, oh, I can definitely use over and over. Love this Silver Lining. Look at that. And then I did the little star at the top. That comes here. Now, one of them I did mess up my star. I'm going to show you the make it work moment with it. I put the paste on and I would be like dragging. And that's where I was getting too much mush. I need to be light. Not super, super light, but light. Probably super, super light for me is exactly where I need to be to have enough tension. I was probably going way too hard, trying to just get the feel of everything. And I tried to use this too. No. I see people do it, but I don't have the hand gauge for it. So I would definitely use one of these. And this is a great price point for this little set right here. Yeah. Up here now, I did use Gold Rush. So as you can see, in this one, I did just a next shade of ink. So I actually did use another ink in here. Just noticed it. I used Rosy Cheeks in here, actually, to do the second color for the detail. You see? Then I came in with that. Now this background, if you're like, what is that? Let me show you in 2 seconds what it is. All I did was take Prom Queen, and it's so nice to have a glass mat to do this, and just go like this. I just dragged it. And I really liked how it looked like this. I really like that look. That's all I did, and created a background. And I didn't even color the whole thing. Now, I could have taken an ink blending tool, and I know, Simon, you go in and make a beautiful background. I kind of like the streakiness here. Go with what you like. If you like streaky, I like the streak because I think it offers something with this look. And then you can also come in full on with his stuff, like so. You can come on in and go and tap off and bring up, pick this up. Tell you, glass mat, best friend. And come on in if you want. Look at that. You can still see the streak, but you see how it's sort of fading? That's a nice little texture too. Let's go again. Ooh, that's pretty too. I like that. Playing. You notice what's happening? A lot of playing. Playing. Love. And these are dye inks, okay? So you can spritz with water. Let's see. I have a spritzer. Let's see what happens. Oh, look. It's acting like Tim Holtz. You see it? Look at that. That's another background too. Ooh. Let's see here. There's like a watercolor. See, his products is very approachable in terms of playing. Sometimes some products, you'll see somebody use it and then you'll try to use it and you're like, why is this not working the way? His own is very approachable, which I'm liking. And I'm discovering it once I started playing with it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, normally I only do this with oxide, but look at it there. Ooh. And I love it this way too, as I did there. Extremely approachable. Now let's talk even more about approachable. This Lunar Paste, love. Because I have some other pastes that... I have some other paste that will dry in 2 seconds, ruin your stencil. This one, funny enough, he says to wash it when it's wet. You take it to the sink and with just water, it's coming off. Same palette, no problem, water. I left it on, you know, I was busy doing something and it sort of dried up. I just went to the sink, put a little warmer water with some soap, cleaned off everything. Some other ones, once it dries, it's not moving. This one did. Love that. Love that. Now, the Lunar Paste, I do have some other colors as well. Did make you a swatch so you can see. I was swatching. This is Shooting Star, which is a nice yellow gold. It's so pretty. And there it is on white and on black cardstock. Slippery When Wet. This is like one of his most uber popular, sells out all the time colorway. Now, he has added the big brother to it, which is Gold Rush. Now, Gold Rush really looks a lot like that Brush Gold cardstock. Well, actually, both of them. Like, this is in between these two, but you see how we can work with both? You guys know I love that, right? And Silver Lining, really nice, solid silver. And you see how it goes on opaque? And then Minty Fresh. If you want to see Simon use this all different kinds of way and show you different techniques, and there was a video with using this on an embossing folder, which I am going to give it a try, because now that I played with it and realized, okay, this is not hard. Okay, I'm going to play. Instead of, you know, we get something and we're like, we try it out and then it's like, this is more difficult than I thought. That's not this. Love. You just don't know how I love that. You really don't know how much product I've had over the years that sit and park because I'm like, oh. Used it and then it didn't turn out to be, or it's too many steps, too much memorizing. You got to prep this, prep that, do this, do that. That's why I don't do mixed media, to be honest with you. Too many rules. But if you love mixed media, you love all the rules, hey, this is a good one to add to your stash too, especially just go. Just put it on and go. This is a put on and go. This is not prep this, gesso that, this, that, and I'll heat this up and no. I don't even know if this thing can heat up. It probably can, but I don't want to use it that way. I just want to just create and play. That's all. Lunar Paste. Love. All the colors. Let me show you the example on one of them that I made with my heavy hand. It's not bad, but I did the whole thing came up here for the last part because I thought I was going to put gold in. I was like, no, let me do a silver star. And look at what happened to my star. You see that little smudge? Oh, you just don't know how that drove me crazy. But instead of throwing this away, take a big gem. Just had to show you though. That's how I would fix it. Big gem, big sticker, star, something. Just put it there and just move on. I could also trim it, but then that would be a very hard trim right along that edge. So I would rather put something on the top and then create a card. Because this is that centerpiece with the star. So I like that it can work with that fix. Yeah. Next card. This one now features the full line of the dazzling diamonds. Here it is. And this one I played with Prom Queen, Remember Me, and Silver Lining, and Brush Silver Cardstock. That circle, 2-inch circle punch. Always good to have a little circle punch around in all different sizes for putting stuff together and having fun. This is the poinsettia from the Floral Stag die set. Also, that's from the same halftone holiday. Happy holidays here. Stamped and cut out with that coordinating die from the hot foil set. Made that sentiment, put some gems. Here I wanted just a little strip and just added a little interest, but still get a lot of that background. Love. Learning how to get the feel of it. See, I did clean, and then there you can see a little smudge, but that's me heavy-handed. So I just have to learn how to go lighter. But you guys let me know in the comments below if you love this little bit right here. This one is really, really exciting. Super easy, you know, quick, easy, but pop. Love. You could probably take this, smoosh on some of that Lunar Paste, add a sentiment. There you go. Put on one of the houses or stamp the background. Tell you, this little release just has so much approachable goodness and all different kinds of products. We have rubber stamps, stencils. We have that new colors in the Lunar Paste. And I mean, look at the variation in my cards from going traditional into super modern. That's another strip of that. I didn't even talk about it. This is another strip of the brushed silver. Here again, happy holidays, but in a more punchy poppy color. So this would be a card for like a friend of mine or a teenager. And then here I put some gems in it. I put one gem up there and then put some more gems. Oh, I didn't even talk about how I went into this one, did I? Yeah, I was having fun. Why not? It's like ornaments on the bottom, texture up here, and then you connect here with up there. This is a solid part of the silver mix. Top folding card. These were easy, quick cards. So as you can see, I have traditional on the top, fun, excitement, and modern on the bottom. These are fun too, but they're more, I would give these to more adults. This I would go with a friend who is young at heart, somebody who definitely loves pink, like how I love pink, and something modern too. Even with the white poinsettias, I think that's fun. Just play. Now, I do want to explore this, of course, in a green colorway. I was just wanting to play with all things pink. And I love this background so much. But now I'm liking this too. Look at that. Look at that. Just with that spritz of water. Wow. Oh, Simon. Alrighty, crafters. I'm going to link everything below. Check out this release. Alrighty, crafters. Thanks so much for watching. Check everything below. Hopefully some of this stuff is like you can go as feminine as you want or as masculine as you want too. And traditional and modern. It's a lot of options here and they're all good options. Alrighty, crafters. Until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. And Simon, thank you so much for sending me these goodies. I had a blast and I'm learning to play, and you opened a door where I can step in and enjoy more of these kind of goodies without parking it. So true though, you just don't know. Alrighty, crafters, on to the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.